So as far as Python is concerned, just like other programming languages, variables are very important. So just like our math, we are having variables over here. So in this video, we are going to learn what is variable, how we are going to work on this variable, how these variables are going to help in our programming. Okay. So first thing, just like other programming languages and like our normal mathematical algebra. Okay, a variable is a storage location which is used to store the values. Okay, so if you take example, x is equal to 10. Okay, so here x is a variable and 10 is a value. Now we are storing this value 10 into the place x. Okay, so as far as computer is concerned, we need to hold some space for storage purpose. So here we are assigning a variable to store these values. Okay, just imagine this like a box. A variable is like a box, so whatever values you want you can put inside. Okay, so storage locations are known as variables. Okay, so the definition for variable is: a variable is a named memory location that stores the data and whose value may change during the program execution. So this is very important. The value of the variable may change during the program execution based on the instructions which we are giving, based on the programming codes. Okay, so if you are adding a value, new value to the variable, the old value will be replaced, that will be removed, and the new value will be stored. Okay, so this is how it is working. First I have stored this value in this variable. Now I am adding one more value. So what will happen? The old value will be removed from that storage location and the new value will be stored in the place of the variable. Okay, so this is how variable is working in Python. Okay, and then next we are going to see about assignment operator. Why are we seeing this assignment operator over here? To assign the value to variables, we need this assignment operator. Okay, so you remember we learned token, right? In token we have so many things like literals and then operators, punctuators, but in that previous video of tokens we just left punctuators and operators. So here we are going to learn one operator, which is assignment operator, which is used to store the value, which is used to assign the value in the variable. Okay, so here the assignment operator is equal to symbol is the assignment operator, which is used to store the value to the variable. So here is an example: x is equal to 25. So 25 is a value. We are assigning this value in this variable x using this assignment operator. Okay, and then next example we are going to see. Okay, example for variable, example for assignment operator, all these things. Okay, now first line, first source code is a is equal to 10. Okay, so using this code I am assigning this 10 to the variable a. Next, b is equal to 20. Again here I am assigning the value to b. Okay, now c is equal to a plus b. Now the value of a and the value of b will be added and the answer will be stored in c. Okay, so the value of a is 10 and the value of b is 20. So a plus b, so here it is 10 plus 20. Now the answer is 30. 30 will be stored in c. Okay, the next step, a is equal to c minus 10. Now the value of c is 30, right? So 30 minus 10, it is 20. So the value 20 will be stored in the variable a. Now listen carefully. A is equal to 10 is the value for a is 10 in the beginning of the program. Now here after the execution of these statements, now the value of a is 20. So this is how the value of the variable is changing during the execution of the program, and this is how the assignment operator are used in our program. Okay, next, rules to write the variable names. Okay, so you remember during tokens we just learned about identifiers, right? So even to write the identifiers we have some rules. Same here, identifiers are nothing but naming the variable, right? So same here we are having rules to write the variables. Okay, so let us see the rules one by one. First one is a variable name must start with a letter. The letter may be uppercase or lowercase or any underscore also. Okay, so you can use a text, I mean a character. That character may be uppercase or lowercase, which means it can be a capital letter or small letter. Okay, and then you can use even an underscore. So for example, Instagram tagging, you remember, like we can use underscore, and then we can use text also. Okay, same thing over here. Okay, the next rule is A variable name can consist of letters, digits, and underscore. Important thing, no other character is allowed. Okay. So the thing is, you can use letters, I mean alphabets, all A to Z, both capital letters and small letters, then digits, 0 to 9, and then underscore. So remember, the only symbol which is being allowed in your identifier, I mean variable, is underscore. You cannot use any other character, I mean any other symbol which is present in your keyboard on your variable name. Okay, and the third thing is, variable names are case sensitive. So obviously, Python programming is a case sensitive programming language. Even the variable names are case sensitive. Okay, if you take this example, age with capital letter, age with small letter are different. Okay, so here, as it is a case sensitive language, these both are different. Okay, now let me give some examples, valid examples. Okay, valid examples for variables. Here I have given some examples like class. Okay, and then here I just started with first letter in capital letter. The next example is tot salary. Okay, so it can be total salary also, but make sure I didn't leave any space over here. Okay, so that is important. And then the next example, emp underscore code. Again here I didn't leave any space. This may be employee code. Okay, emp underscore code. And then the next example is age 1980. I just used a number over here. Here I just use underscore. So in this number, make sure you're not starting with a number. The number can come after a letter. Okay, now I can put like A1980 or A1G9E80. You can put like anything, but make sure your variable name should start only with a letter. Okay, you should not have any numbers at the beginning, and you should not start even underscore in the beginning. Okay, so these are all the important rules you have to follow while writing a variable name. Okay, and the next one, examples of invalid variable names. So as I said in the previous videos, like learning bad thing, I mean learning the error, learning the mistakes also very important while creating a program, while learning your programming. Always don't learn only the correct things, learn even the error things. I mean the codes, the characters, the so instructions which make error in your program. Okay, you should learn even that. Only then you can understand the programming language in a correct way. Okay, so here I have given some examples of invalid variable names. Okay, let us check one by one, and let me explain why it is invalid. The first one is employee code. Employee code is an invalid variable name because a space is left between employee and code. You can use an even underscore, and you can use no space also. Employee code, just like that you can write. Okay, so this is an invalid example because we just left a space over here. Okay, the next one is 10 code. Again here 10, we are starting with a digit which is not allowed, so this is also invalid. And the third example, a.b.c. limited. Here we just have two errors. One is the dot which is not allowed, and then here I left some space, one space I've just left. So these are the mistakes I've done in this. So here this is a mistake, so this is invalid. And then the next one, abc at limited. Okay, so again here I just used at symbol which is not permitted, and it is a invalid. The last one is very very important. I just used else as a variable name. Else is a keyword as far as Python programming is concerned, and else is a keyword in all the programming languages. Okay, when you are learning conditional statement, you will come to know what is else, how we are using this else. Okay, so else is a keyword, so which cannot be used as a variables, and I can use the same else in capital letters. Okay, as it is a case sensitive language. Else in small letter is a keyword in Python, but if I use the same word else using capital letters, that is a valid variable name. Okay, I think it is clear. So if you have any doubt in this, you can put it in the comment box. Let me explain that. Thank you everyone. Happy learning.